Hi, I'm Maddie Dalrymple, the host of the Indy Author Podcast, and I asked some of my guests to send me their thoughts on this question. At the midpoint of 2022, what is a creative or business accomplishment of the first half of the year that you're especially proud of, and how do you plan on continuing or expanding on that success during the second half of the year and beyond? And here's what MK Williams of Author Your Ambition had to say.
Hi, Maddie. Thanks for having me back to share some of my perspectives. My name is MK Williams. I'm an author, independent publisher with Author Your Ambition. And I would say the best thing that I've done for my author career so far in 2022 is to start saying no to things. And one way I've done that, or at least reminded myself that I need to do that because I'm not always the best at just saying no to new opportunities, is that I put up an out of office message on my email inbox. I've not been out of the office at all. I've been working, but my daughter, I'm a full-time mompreneur. And so as she gets a bit older and naps a bit less, I have less time to get my author work done. So my out of office would just tell people like, hey, I'll get back to you soon. I got your email, like no need to keep following up with me. I'll respond to you when I can. So it kind of let people know if I'm not getting back to you right away, that's why. And also gave myself permission to not respond every email the second I would see it. I was definitely in that habit of, no, I need to respond right now. No, I need to respond right now. And nobody was really expecting that, but I was putting pressure on myself to do that. So giving myself that permission to not respond to things right away and to say no has been a huge help. I've gotten so much done. It's so great. So I would definitely suggest if you're feeling that time pressure of trying to write your books, trying to maintain your backlist, build your author career, and handle everything else going on in your life, give yourself permission to say no and just set an out of office on your author inbox and say, I'll get back to you when I can get back to you. Because that definitely lets people know you're not ignoring them, but it lets them know you're in a busy season and it can help you work through that busy season. All right. Best of luck.
The thing that stood out for me in MK's perspective is when she talks about how she gave herself permission not to respond to every email the second she saw it. I am totally behind this. If you jump on every email as it comes in, you train the people you correspond with to expect this, and they're disappointed if they don't hear from you instantly. That doesn't mean you should let emails languish for weeks. I think that 24 hours is a reasonable turnaround for almost any communication, and that gives you a chance to set aside a chunk of time to do just that, deal with email. You want to avoid task switching at all costs, especially switching between work that's as tactical as email and as creative as, let's say, writing. I may have shared this story before, but it is so good at illustrating the dangers of task switching that I'm going to share it here. Before I left the corporate world to focus on writing, publishing, and podcasting in 2019, I was a project manager. And for a big chunk of my career, I was a project manager in IT, and I was trained on the Agile product development methodology. And at one of those training classes, the instructor drew lines on a flip chart, separating it into 3 columns, and then asked the volunteer to execute on this assignment. Write the numbers 1 through 10 in Arabic numerals in the first column. Write the numbers 1 through 10 in Roman numerals in the second column, and coaching by other participants was permitted. And write the letters A through J in the third column. And the instructor timed the assignment, which took the volunteer about 30 seconds to complete. And then the instructor told the volunteer to execute this assignment. Write the number 1 in Arabic numerals in the first column, write the number 1 in Roman numerals in the second column, and write the letter A in the third column. Then write 2 in Arabic numerals in the first column, 2 in Roman numerals in the second column, and a letter B in the third column, and so on until the volunteer had 10 rows. And the instructor timed the assignment this time, and it took the volunteer almost twice as long the second time. And that is the danger of task switching. So heed MK's advice, don't jump on every email as it comes in. Train your email correspondence to expect a prompt within 24 hours, let's say, but not instantaneous response. And use the time you save to concentrate uninterrupted on something that is important to you, like your writing. You can find a whole bunch of other clips of me and my podcast guests talking about the writing craft and the publishing voyage at my playlist, 2 Minutes of Indy, at the Indy Author YouTube channel.